Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're going to see what happens when you play angels and humans together, because there's a lot in Bant that make for a pretty interesting deck, so let's hop right in. Now, right off the top, we're going to be playing Skrelv because, well, when you're playing Legends and you want to protect your creatures, Skrelv is kind of the easiest way to do that, and it's only 1 mana. We are going to be playing Thalia as well, just to slow the opponent's stuff down, so yeah, not a surprise. And we're going to try some Giada. Now, Giada isn't huge in this deck, but it is helpful because you can go from 2 mana to 4 mana if you're trying to play an Angel on turn 3, and that's actually super nice. But even if you don't, it's just a consistent flyer, and that doesn't hurt anything. We're also going to try a new card out here called Gold Forged Thopteryx. This actually gives all of your Legends Ward, which is kind of cool. Don't know if it's going to be useful or not because it's the one non-legend I think we're going to be playing today, but I like the idea of using it alongside a lot of these other cards to protect your important creatures. Speaking of which, we are also going to play Malera because, well, protecting creatures, and we're going to play Catilda to try to get some extra mana because that'll help us cast multiple things, and even just being able to put the +1/+1s on stuff is probably going to be pretty good. We are going to play Wedding Announcement. And yes, this is a spell, and yes, we are playing Thalia, but I think it's worth it because the games we don't have Thalia, we probably will want Wedding Announcement, but even if we get to a situation where we just have to play this on turn 4, it's probably fine. We also have other ways of getting mana, so that's okay too. And we are going to try some Make Disappears. I mean, the thing is, yes, we're playing a creature-based deck, but if you're already in blue, you might as well play a couple of counters, because you have access to them, and being able to slow down or stop a Farewell or an Invoke Despair, something like that, could be just enough to get you across the finish line. Also, other angels we're going to be playing is Errant and Giada. This is cool to let us play some stuff off the top of our library occasionally, but also just let us flash in a surprise during the end of the opponent's instep, or even just have something after a sweeper to start attacking again immediately. And we're going to be playing both Sigardas. So we're going to have Champion of Light because we are playing humans, so getting to pump our humans is great. And we're going to play Font of Blessings because, well, being able to give everything hexproof is pretty good, especially when you have like Thopteryx and Thalia and whatever. Taxing your opponent's stuff and giving them rough choices on what to kill is pretty key. We're also going to try out an Inga and Eska. I like this because it does allow us to play multiple things, especially if we have the second Sigarda to let us play stuff off the top of our library. So it's going to open up the doors just a little bit. But those are going to be the key cards that are going to make up the deck. There's a few other pieces, but the full deck will be at the end of the video where we'll talk about updates based on the games that we play. And if you want the full deck list, it'll be down in the description below. Otherwise, enjoy these games, and I'll catch up with you on the back end of the video. Okay, I guess this is a keeper. And obviously we're going to roll with the Thalia here. I'd like to find more creatures, though, somewhere along the way. This is one of those ones that, like, kind of works out, because if they kill the Thalia, then we get to play the Wedding Announcement anyway. Into a Sigarda, and that's kind of nice against red. So, play with fire, not on Thalia. You know what? I feel like I've seen this Sticky Fingers action showing up multiple times recently. Not sure where that originates, but definitely a thing I've been seeing. Looks like we're just going to give the opponent a card here. I'm assuming Thalia dies. Oh, they're going all in on this. Okay. Gonna hope we can kill it. No other instance. Excellent. They do get a card, though. So we got to respect that. Alright. That was a crazy animation. I don't think I've ever remember seeing that on Sigarda. That's cool. Our opponent has a ton of cards and a ton of mana, so we're going to fling that at old Sigarda. Oh, it's only a 3/3, though. It's not a 4/4. Yeah, I mean, you can kill Thalia, I guess. That would be a thing. Or not. I'm good with that, too. We kind of have to play this first if we want to get the bonus from Sigarda, which I do. Guess we're taking this, huh? And they take the damage. We could now just play this, but I don't think we do. I think we try to surprise the opponent with an Errant Engiata here. And they're only at 13, so they're getting into range, but they do still have 3 on deck that they could fling at us with the Thrill Seeker. Plus being able to get prowess, so we'll see. 17 life may not be that much if they have the right cards in hand. They might be debating on like some combination of killing Sigarda to let them get an attack through, you know, that sort of thing. Or killing Thalia first to make it easier to do something else. Also, we can still tap Thalia and our lands to use a Plaza of Heroes as well. Okay. So let's see what the opponent's up to here. Put 2 counters on something else. Alright. And you can fling that until end of turn. This one's going to be a 3/4. Alright. I think we just take it, right? Because they only get the option to fling it until end of turn. So, sure. Do what you're going to do. 13. Alright. We don't get to play our Errant Engiata because this is more important. And now they can fling and kill one of our smaller things if they want, but that's fine. We can live with that. Your call, opponent. Alright, so they're going to get rid of Thalia finally? Okay, cool. They spent a lot of resources this turn, though, to effectively only really get 4 damage on us. So I'm not too upset about that, really. All things considered. So let's go ahead and play this. Get our attack on. Ooh, we will take an Adeline. Alright. They've got 3 cards left. And they're at 9 life. We're not too worried about that. Interesting that Bitter Union's in that deck, though. But it does get them 2 fresh cards. Alright. Discarded a Sticky Fingers. They've already played a land for the turn. So we won't get any more information as far as that goes. And they can still fling this Thrill Seeker for 1 in case that matters. But at this point, if they don't do something drastic, once we get the value we're going to get next turn, I don't know if they're going to have a lot of opportunities. Sure. I'm at 9. We're blocking. Gonna pump it up. They're gonna shoot it. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. If all those resources went to that, we are solid. Attacking, we don't get to get a card off the top this turn, but that's definitely going to be enough to kill the opponent next turn. And we still have Wedding Announcements and Skrell's backup. Yep. Way more than enough. Yep. You got it. Sure. Why not? Alright. Keeping this for sure. Alright. Here's hoping. Oh, yeah. This Thalia ain't gonna make it. We're gonna do it anyway. But she ain't gonna make it. Oh. What? What? I mean, I don't know. It could also be one of those hands where it's just like straight fire onto a... Okay, because I've seen those draws where you just go right into a Haughty Djinn and like... I get it. I'm going to try a Malera here. Wow, Malera works too, huh? Gonna Fading Hope? Alright, that makes sense. And still nothing. It's very interesting. I'm gonna attack. Gonna roll another one out. Sure, you got it. Which is key because I have other things I want to cast as well. And we'll see if they get to resolve. But let's start here. Probably not. Oh, it did resolve. Look at that. Alright. Was not expecting that to happen. Happy to take it, though. Oh, just a pile of Hotties. Well, that's something to note. Yeah. We've got some mana, so we're going to do some things here. And, yeah, I'm going to start by attacking with this. See if I can trade for one of those Hotties. Sounds good. Perfect. Alright. And we have double Lycandra, which is great if they block here. Let's go ahead and replay this out of the yard. Get our value there. And, yeah, get our attacks on. Ooh, I should have played with Catilda first, actually. That would have let me get an extra little bit of value off of the Sigardas. Yeah, whatever, we're in. Let's do it. We could always sack a Malaria if something goes sideways. Alright, let's try to kill this one. See if they have any spells they want to play. Flow of Knowledge. Sure. Seems fine. They have a lot of cards in hand. Also, if we get what we want out of this attack step, we would have already dealt with 3 Hotties, which is also pretty big news. Alright, opponent, Impulse, sure. I got no problems with that. And fortunately, I have another one. So you're going to use another? Gonna consider. We got no problem with that. They're now tapped out, so we're gonna get what we want here. Let's sack this to save our Angel. Yep, alright. We did a lot of dirty work there. Alright. And since we have flyers, we don't care if they play the big 5/5s on the ground now. They did find another Hottie, though, so that's real. Super annoying, but legit. We'll play one of these lands, because why not? And, yeah, we're going to attack with these two. Get a Seraph, that's nice. That'd keep those Stellarian Terrors at bay. Yeah. I was going to do something else, but I was like, you know what? I think that's fine. Try a Seraph. Oh, that worked. That means this is going to work. Great. Awesome sauce. You love to see it. Nope, we don't want to play that. We go to attacks with this. Sounds good. That's going to have First Strike and Death Touch. Alright, we can live with that, I guess. Yeah, opponent just said nice. They just realized what happened. This is so close to being great, so we're going to keep it. So weird, too, with this hand. I almost kind of want to go land. Or at least untap land. Oh, we definitely want some untapped lands, for sure. You're like the next best thing, I guess, if we're not going to get untapped lands. And I will attack with this, because I'm not blocking with it. Alright, so if they exile Malera or Catilda, we can use Lauren next turn. If they do neither, then we could just play this, which it looks like they're going to go for the neither option. Actually, maybe we still do it to get rid of the Naturalist, though, right? You come in to play tapped. That's not great. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana we have access to. It's just like just the wrong number. That sucks. Alright, let's try to attack with Malaria and see what happens. Alright, they're letting that go. I guess we try to do this. Alright, that worked. I mean, not sure how far that gets us, but it's something. So as it stands, we would have access to 7 mana next turn, though. Okay, I was about to say I'm expecting something to get exiled, but it looks like we're getting a repeat of last turn. Nope, they have more mana now. But I think they need more white mana, is their issue. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, that's pretty key. Ooh. That's very interesting. Can we... If we play Inga and Eska, we can't... Oh, that's... Yeah, Choices. I think we go here, so we just have a flyer. Right? And we pass, I think, is our only real play here. And I'm assuming this is where we're finally going to see the exile removal, which is probably going to target Sigarda. Nope. Now, the interesting thing here... Okay, that didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. Oh, I have another Errant and Jada. That sucks. Well, we're going to attack for at least 4. Actually, you know what? Let me just do this and get it off the top now. Oh, there's a Thalia. I think I want to just play Thalia. For real, for real. And attack for 4. And then next turn, maybe we attack and just put counters on things. Actually, we'll be able to attack... Oh no, because you'll use this mana to cast creatures. Can't even use it to activate creature abilities? Nah, that sucks. Alright. I mean, the Pearland's in a tough spot too, because if they attack with their 6/6, then we just get to start attacking with all kinds of stuff. Okay, hey, that's a 3-butt and lifelink, so that's cool. Let's attack with this and this. This game's so odd. It's not at all been how you would think this game would have progressed. But I guess we just cast this and get a card. I'm trying to think like how we lose from here. I'm sure there's some way, but sure, because I'm not blocking with that anyway, so alright. Ugh, well, I was hoping to reveal something else cool on top. But I don't even know if it matters. Opponent's at 4. If they attack, they can go up to 6 here. Actually, they can go up to a lot more then. Okay, they can gain life with the Naturalist. So that's legit. That's not the way I would have went. Okay, that's an interesting way to go here. So let's go ahead and pass. We'll block. We'll block. Do we just block some of the damage from the Tramplers? And then trade with one of the... I mean, I guess. That's probably... If we're going to do that, though, I should probably do this. Something like that. That's 12. I mean, if you got a giant growth or something, I guess you got me. like if you got it, I guess you get me. They're at 6. Sure. We can do way more than 6. Opponent says GG. That was a weird sequence of games there. I don't know what happened. Yes, we're keeping. And Catilda, good luck. Because that's basically where we're going to be looking at. Just good luck. Hope you make it, friend. Though if it does, and we get to go Malira and Thopterix, that could be kind of sweet. Oh, we actually can't cast Thopterix. We don't have the right mana. Unless we top deck a blue land here. We did, but it's tapped. Gotta be careful what you wish for. Okay. We're gonna go here. And just say, opponent, if you got it, let's see it. We're gonna take a big hit here because I'm probably not blocking. Okay, that's good. That means we're not taking nearly as much damage as we could have taken. Though, actually, are they willing to just trade here for this? I didn't have anything else? Yeah, okay. I'll trade that, actually. No need having that just hang around next turn. I mean, I'm okay. Like, it's not great for us to do that, but I don't hate it. I could have taken a point and done this, too, which probably should have. But we'll see. Also, it does have lifelink. You kind of... I gotta remember that in these battles. Even the 1 point can matter. If they target Catilda, I'm just gonna let Catilda go. I'm not attached to her here. Especially not attached to her if I'm just gonna keep drawing more. Jeez. Alright, I guess we just passed. That's unfortunate. Man, we just threw 3 Catildas. That is not good. Alright, you got it. Yep, that's what it is. Yep, you got it. I mean, we're doing nothing, so yeah, you just hit us. No blocks. Oh my gosh. Alright, cool. Yeah, sure. Why not? Mostly because we got Skrelv here. I would like to play Catilda and see if Catilda lives, but looks like Skrelv's not even going to make it, so tough life. I mean, we're still going to do it, though. I mean, we know what it is. Come on now. Alright, well, Catilda didn't die, so that's some kind of news. And I guess we play this. And play this. And end the turn. And they're going to try to get a card, but we just have lands. Yay us. Now, if we can be slick and get an untapped land, that would be cool. Yeah, okay, that's the next best thing, I suppose. Play one of these tapped. No need to attack there. Okay, now we'll have enough to pump our team if we want to do some fun things there. Or we could just play more wedding announcements, which is pretty good in this fight, I hear. Alright, well... might as well just get more value when we decide to finally pump stuff up, right? I might as well just play this tapped. We're going to need all the mana, so sure. So now if they invoke Despair, like, meh. Exactly. Lose a token. No. Just resolve. We'll lose that. And we'll give up the one that's not... yeah. Give the one that's going to give us another token. There we go. We're just looking for a little extra juice, that's all. And we'll pass. Alright. If there's another Invoke Despair, fine. We lose a wedding announcement. But our creatures are about to be big enough that we can start doing some real business. Yeah, it resolves. You get one of those, you get that. Feel pretty good. 2 Invoke Despairs. I'm sure there's a third one because they haven't played much of anything. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense if they didn't have at least that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, alright. Let's go. Thalia, you're a bit late. But that's my only choice. Alright. Catilda, do your thing. Alright. We've got 5 5s, so we should be pretty well off here. Corrupt. I can actually sacrifice this. Yeah, that's the wrong one to corrupt. Now that being said, even if they did corrupt that, they go to 11. We definitely have way more than 11 on the battlefield anyway, so they didn't really have a right choice, but that's just the wrong choice, you know? Ooh, this one I think we got a mulligan. Ah, dang it. Going to 5. Okay. This goes back. This goes... yeah, alright. We're going to have to try to hope to draw something. Has to be one of our 2-mana white-green creatures. Thalia? But that would have kind of hurt our wedding announcement here. I don't know. Ooh, that didn't help. Alright. Well, this could be bad. I mean, we knew it was going to be bad. We mulliganed to 5, but we'll see what happens. You know, that's better than nothing here. Let's go for it. And if they have removal, it's going to hit Adeline. And maybe I'm supposed to just protect Adeline here, but we're not doing much else. Yep, sounds good. Alright. Ooh, okay. Not sure if this even matters what we're up against, but we'll see. Alright. Get rid of a thing. Sounds good. And then it's probably something like Obliterator, right? Fight rigging. Huh. Well, definitely wouldn't have called that. So that's a thing. Can we find our human that kills enchantments? That would be awesome. When opponents take that long, I always wonder if it's because you don't have great choices or because you have all the choices. Either way, it's bad for us. Sure. I don't feel great about this. Are we supposed to attack here and get in with Thalia at least? I guess so. You know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're just gonna pass. I thought about it. I thought about it pretty heavy. Didn't think it was worth it. Mostly because we don't know what the opponent's doing, and maybe slowing them down on mana makes a difference. Plus, keeping Skrell up is, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we're just supposed to play Aaron and Giada to give us a chance to fly over. But any of the big creatures I have under the fight rigging could just all have reach anyway. Oh, is this going to be Invoke Despair? No, Glissa. Alright. Good card. All the more reason we should have had the flyers. I'm a little surprised the opponent didn't just try to go for a full-size Fletch Gorger next turn instead. Oh, boy. Okay. Sure. We'll do that. Alright, not quite good enough for us yet, but we're approaching optional territory. Who knows? Maybe they just have another Flesh Gorger here, too. Because that could be real. Either way, we're at 20, so we're probably just chump blocking Glissa. Oh, well. Of course. Why wouldn't you have an Invoke Despair there? If it's just Glissa, I think we're just chumping with a 1-1. Only real plan there. And then hope to find some angels that help out a lot. That is an angel that could help. Not sure if it completely meets the brief or not here. We can flash this in. We could block. We could draw. Alright. We'll just pass. No attacks in the turn. They can... Oh, they didn't even get their mana. Interesting. Huh. So what does this mean? Would be nice to have a Iganjo here, but we don't. Shieldred's Edict. Sure. Resolve? I mean, I'm probably just... I'm going to give up Skrelv here. And see how the opponent feels about it. Great. I wanted to draw a card with that anyway. Oh. Look at that. You're something. You would have mattered. This is tough because if the opponent attacks here... Well, we don't want to double block that. We'll just take the damage. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's okay. We take here. They'd get to draw a card, though. I don't think we want them doing that just yet. Alright. Ah. Land that comes into play tapped. That is not what we want here. I was going to say, that's pretty gross if it is. Well, okay, Iganjo's alright. Do we just go Malira? That doesn't help really, right? Just trying to think what next turn looks like, because we're going to need mana to do that. I think I'm going to go with this. And then I'm going to give this lifelink, I think. And I'm going to attack. And I'm kind of wondering if I want to even attempt to double block the Flesh Gorger or not. I think that's where I'm at right now. The one thing I'm trying to work out. Because no matter what, we're going to be on Iganjo on some level. Sure, you got it. Cut down works. Yeah, gotta roll with it. Let's just see if Thalia makes it or not. Or if Thalia even matters. It's a green deck this time. Maybe? Okay, it looked like it did. That's good to know. Question is, do we care about leaving up a make disappear? I don't think we do here. I say that. This might end up poorly, but we'll see. I feel like maybe I was just supposed to wait, make disappear, play Inga and Esco, but I don't know. Maybe the opponent has, like, battles or something here? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go for it. I don't know what we're playing around here, so sure. Attacking. What the hell is that thing? Sandma, I guess it has flash. Opponent casts a blue or a black spell. You look at your top four. Alright, that's a card. that does things. Can't even be mad at it. I've read those words. I know it existed. So I can't even say nothing. Alright, what do we got going on here? We got attack for 6. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna flash another one. Okay, not this time. Okay, so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we wouldn't have any mana left open. We could do 3 and or just play this. I want to tap these. Let's go white, white. And I'm only going to play this for this. It's a little conservative, but the opponent's only at 10. I think if we leave up a make disappear, we stop whatever big thing could possibly happen here. And that puts us in pretty good shape. Moloch Stalker? I mean, I guess. Like, it's such a weirdly bad card. I mean, I guess if you're running into a bunch of black decks, as there are a lot, you at least get another thing. And you can chump block with it. It's only 3 mana, so it couldn't be like a 4-3. That'd be kind of crazy. Good thing. I'm glad we left mana up. Getting greedy would have got us killed. That is something. Oh, actually, that would still cost us 2, wouldn't it? That's a problem. Well, I guess this is what we're going to do here then. We're going to give this flying. Oop, almost chose the wrong thing. And they're going to attack, attack, attack. So the only thing they can block has first strike. Alright, and I'm going to do nothing with the rest of this mana. If I... Actually, it's not true. I guess if I cast this... Oh, weird. I thought this just says legends. It says creatures you control. That's cool. Yeah, pay with creatures. So I get to draw a card. Alright, cool. That works. Weird game there. Alright, let's do it. Let's roll here. Alright, well, we're going to hope some combination of these Thalias and make disappears matter. We'll see. Hopefully they do. Weeva of Harmony. Okay, fair enough. I feel like our plan is probably something like this, even though it costs us a bunch of damage. Then we attack with the Thalia, knowing that they're probably not going to block in a way we would like. Alright. Sounds good. Also great. The only thing we can probably get to help us here now is going to be like an Iganjo. If it's not that, it probably just doesn't matter. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. We could Catilda into this, because we're not going to attack with the Thalia here. Attack with Adeline. Like, that's a thing. I mean, I'm assuming Adeline gets exiled, and then things get ugly here. I mean, I guess on the plus side, they can't, like, Hallowed Haunting, but, like, you know. Alright. We'll keep this. And I'm hoping we get a land untapped for Sigarda when the time comes. Because it looks like we're going to need it. Though, playing what we're up against here, I think we're going to do this into a wedding announcement. And see how that goes. Yep. Don't hate that. No attacks. I mean, they could Brutal Cathar here, and then we're chumping. The downside is it would be really nice to just play, like, Errant and Giada, but then they get to flip a Brutal Cathar, and that's kind of gross, and you don't want that to happen. So, yeah. Knew that was a possible thing, so we're not too shocked by it. Go ahead and play this, so we're not flipping a Cathar just yet. Alright. What would you like to do? Another Cathar. Go figure. At least having two 1/1s, we give them not good blocks here. I mean, not good attacks. Alright, cool. No attacks. Now our forces are bigger. Unless they have a third Cathar, which, you know, they do, they do. We will live with it. Oh boy. What do you choose? This is an interesting one, right? You choose Errant and Giada. Then we get a land, we can still play it. But if you choose Sigarda, then things get really difficult for you. So I'm assuming you probably just called Sigarda. Also a weird thing, because you're scrolling through. Nope, they called Errant and Giada. I guess put 2 cards on hold, maybe, was the thought. But yeah, we're going to go with this. And at least attack for 5. Because why not? Ooh, and we get another Dennick to go with our Thopteryx. Love that. Problem is now we can't cast multiple things here. But with multiple things having hexproof and costing more, they wouldn't really be able to target things anyway. Because everything's ward. Yep, I was just about to attack. So yeah, reviewing the situation, this is really interesting, right? Because we could play Malera. Actually, I guess we can't play Malera off the... Yeah, because we can play it off the top. So we could play Malera. Doesn't really do much, but we attack for 10 here. Opponent goes to 5. But then they would technically flip both of these. The assumption would be they would pay the 2 to remove a Sigarda, pay 2 to remove Sigarda. Actually, that's weird, because I just realized they would have to both stack before these are gone. So if they stacked them correctly, they would be able to... Well, no, they couldn't even target the other one because they have hexproof. So yeah, the only thing they'd be able to get rid of would actually be Sigarda. So I guess I was actually safe to play a second thing, because anything you play would have to target Sigarda, and it would eat up 2 mana. Yeah, wow, that's a weird scenario with that many things, like, protecting each other, and wow. Wild. I will keep this. It's interesting. I think I'm just going to... see, man, I don't know. I kind of want to play the Thopteryx out here, but maybe we just go for it. And then force them to deal with this, so when we play Adeline or something, they have a harder time. Well, second Adeline, huh? Deck's like, you want Adeline? Here you go. Alright. This isn't the worst thing, considering we'll be able to have Make Disappear up. Oh, well, I guess we're just going to roll with our second Adeline then. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, because you can't. You'd have to pay 2 more for that. Makes sense. Let's roll with this for now, I think. And get our attacks on. And at this stage, I'm not even sure. They're at 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'd be able to do 11. Well, if we played a creature, though, that would get them too. Well, they go to 15 now, so that's a thing. I feel like we're mostly okay here, though, with the Make Disappear. I mean, I guess I could have another ossification. And we probably just let it go. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man. Yeah, we got a counter. Because we can just win next turn. Because when we play this, that pumps Adeline 1. And then we attack with everything. And that should... Oh no, they're at 15 though. I forgot they gained the 3. Oh no! Oh, we're about to lose our board. Well, it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Alright, so overall this played pretty well. Make Disappear didn't show up quite enough for me to really tell if I liked it or not, but it did help us win a couple of games. I will say that I kind of wanted to try Shauna, because I feel like that'd be a great way to get cards and also gain life against like the aggro matchups. And we do have a few ways to put counters on it or grow it or whatever, so that could be kind of nice. And kind of the new Elish Norn as well, right? As another way to kind of put pressure on those decks that, like, you know, are damaging your creatures or blocking or whatever. Like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't really help because it doesn't help us with our problematic matchups, but it is a big creature to block with in some of the creature fights. Now, that being said, I'm not even sure what I would replace with it, so that's a different problem. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you play that instead of Inga and Eska, I think is probably reasonable. I do like this card, and it does come in handy, and it did help us, you know, get some attacks in and all that. But, I'm kind of on the fence. But here's what we ended up playing. We have 3 Skrelv, 2 Giada, 4 Thalia, 3 Make Disappear, 2 Dinnick, 2 Goldforge Thoptrix, 2 Catilda, 2 Malira, 2 Adeline, 1 Lauren, 4 Wedding Announcement, 2 Errant and Giada, 1 Sarah Paragon, 2 Sigarda Champion of Light, 2 Sigarda Font of Blessings, 1 Inga and Eska, 2 Steel Seraph, 2 Iganjo, Otawara, Beseju, 2 Adequer Waste, Deserted Beach, 2 Sea Chrome Coast, 3 Brushland, 4 Razor Verge Thicket, 4 Spara's Headquarters, 4 Plaza of Heroes. One thing to note as well is you may want to adjust things just a little bit, maybe find a way to get in a little bit more blue, because we had a couple of times it was a little bit tough early on. And because we have stuff like the Thoptrix and Make Disappear, we may want to cut like 1 Plaza of Heroes for another Sea Chrome Coast, something like that, to make it a little bit easier. Matter of fact, that's probably what I'm going to do here. Just make it a little bit easier on the mana to let you do what you want to do. Now, one thing I will say is that this deck is going to struggle against the mono-white decks, barring you finding a Make Disappear when they have their sweepers or when they go for like a Wandering Emperor or whatever. Now, the good news is we do have several things that can give each other hexproof or ward or whatever, and if you get those, the matchup is at least drawn out enough that you could probably win. But the biggest thing is you're still trying to dodge the sweepers, and unfortunately, they're playing the sweepers at like exile stuff, so you're getting Sunfall and Farewell, so the things like Malira don't really do anything, unfortunately. So that's something you have to keep in mind. But outside of that, you do at least have a chance to win those matchups, and that's pretty good. We're able to hang with the mono black, with the, you know, Rakdos stuff, but you do have to hit your creatures on time. So if you have a hand that doesn't have a 2-mana creature opening, like 2 into a 3, it's going to be pretty hard to win some of those games because you got to keep pace. But if you get that, you could have a real fight. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Gaddock Teague. Mostly because this card is actually interesting, right? If something like this existed in current standard, it might actually be too good. Even though it's not a human, but it is a legendary, and we do have several things that care about legends. So that's a thing. The interesting thing is this card is slowly creeping up in value, and it's one of those cards that still has a large impact on Commander games. Stops anything with X spells or things that cost more than 3. So yeah, if it's not a creature, that's great. So it's one of those cards. Could it be back in standard at some point in the future? Maybe, but I doubt it. I don't think that's the way they want to go right now. But it is definitely still a card worth having for Commander. And if you enjoyed today's deck with some humans and angels, we do have a full-on humans list that did very well if you want to check that out. I'll link it here for you. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.